In a small village of Bihar, India, lived a poor laborer named Dashrath Manjhi. Life in the village was hard. Surrounded by a rocky mountain, the people were cut off from schools, hospitals, and markets. To reach even the nearest town, villagers had to walk 70 kilometers around the mountain. For years, they lived with suffering, until one day tragedy struck Dashrath. His beloved wife, Falguni, fell sick. He tried to carry her to the nearest hospital, but the long journey through the mountain was unforgiving. She did not survive. That day, Dashrath stood before the mountain with tears in his eyes and said to himself, "This mountain has taken away my wife. I will not let it take away anyone else. If the mountain stands in our way, then I will break the mountain." He had no money, no machines, no government support, only a hammer and a chisel. The villagers laughed at him. "Dashrath, you've gone mad. How can one poor man break a mountain? Go home, forget this dream." But Dashrath did not listen. Every single day, from sunrise to sunset, he climbed to the rocks and struck them. One strike, two strikes, 100 strikes, day after day, week after week. The sun burned his back, the rain soaked his clothes, his hands bled, his body ached. Yet he returned the next morning, carrying the same hammer, the same chisel, and the same unshakable determination. Years passed. The villagers who once laughed began to shake their heads in disbelief. He is still at it, after all these years. But Dashrath knew something they did not. Consistency is more powerful than talent, more powerful than strength, more powerful than luck. For 22 long years he carved through the mountain, inch by inch, stone by stone. And finally, in 1982, the impossible happened. When his hammer struck for the last time, the mountain broke open. Before him stretched a road, 360 feet long, 30 feet wide, and cut straight through solid rock. What once took 70 kilometers now took only 1 kilometer. The people no longer had to risk their lives traveling. They no longer had to fear that help was out of reach. One man's consistency had given life to an entire village. They called him the Mountain Man, but Dashrath himself remained humble. He would say, "When you stay consistent, even a mountain cannot stand in your way." Dashrath Manjhi's story is not just about breaking rocks, it's about breaking limitations. It teaches us that consistency turns ordinary people into legends. Consistency transforms impossible dreams into reality. Consistency wins against doubt, fear, and hardship. Your mountain may not be made of stone. It may be fear, failure, poverty, or self-doubt. But remember this: if you strike at it every day with faith and effort, it will crack, it will break, and one day you will walk through it. The mountain man did not conquer the mountain in a day. He conquered it with 22 years of small, repeated actions, and that is the true power of consistency.